Show the comedy festival. It's going to be awesome.
It's pretty much like the best show in the festival, like almost, probably. So, like if you come to the Brown show, you are going to be entertained.
So much stuff's going to be happening in the show.
I mean, he wasn't originally in the show. Like he was, like we had like another band, and then the producer's just like, well, you know, you sold no tickets, and you're really dated, and you know it's, you know, either we bring in someone else, someone younger, or we cancel the show. So.
Well, that's because Jez is a dick. I've actually been around for quite some time. I think I may have even been around for longer than Jez has, I think. And even if I haven't been around longer, I've definitely been doing it better. So, I think I can fuck off.
I mean, we've got some really great comedy guests possibly coming on the show. I mean, obviously not a lot of them have confirmed, but we have asked them. It's really weird, like there are a lot of comedians that I used to be on the scene with, you know, when I was touring and being a stand-up and like traveling the world. And I thought I had their phone numbers, but it turns out that they weren't necessarily, like they might have been the right numbers, but they might have not been in the right order, and I don't know if they realized that. But I go through the comedy festival organizers and got their numbers. But you know, it's really hard. They're really busy. Like people are really busy, and mostly I'm just talking with managers, and like they don't really get it. They don't really understand like comedy or know who I am, and it's really hard to get that across. Be like, you know, I'm Jez Brown, and you know, Arj Barker's an old friend, and you know, why can't I talk to him right now? And just to hear excuses coming back is, you know, it's a little bit disappointing. But you know, I mean, once Arj hears I'm trying to get hold of him, like he'll definitely get on the phone, like for sure.
It is true that the producer did. I mean, we're not telling Jez that. We're not telling Jez that I am the reason that the show is going to go well. I mean, Jez Brown, Jez who, you know? Jez who, you know? But, you know, it's his show, so, well, at least we're going to make him pretend. We're going to pretend like it's his show, and just to keep him happy, because he's the one funding it all. I'm not going to put my own money into this, because it's probably going to be terrible. But, you know, see what happens.
It is a lot of work, and, you know, I try to keep things as organized as I can. You know, I organize a lot of meetings, just try and keep the communication flowing. Like, communication's really important, synergy, really important. So just, you know, keeping everyone on the same page. Like I'm always like texting people and Facebooking them and emailing them, or going around to their house, or like, you know, like accidentally bumping into them on the street, like that sort of thing, just to make sure that the information is all there.
He tries to be a lot more professional than he actually is, I think. He calls all these meetings all the time. And at first we kind of went with it. We were like, yeah, all right, we'll show up and see what happens. But then it's just all the fucking time. People just don't even go anymore at all. So it's just him calling all of his own meetings. He set up this Facebook group, and literally every few hours, he's like, guys, we need to meet up and talk about this. And we're just like, yeah, okay, we'll meet you there. Fuck, just don't go. He's just there by him. We actually laugh about it. Sometimes we meet up together, apart, away from him, and just fucking laugh about the fact that he's just alone. And he's probably waiting for us right now, actually. Fucking, what a dick.
I mean, you know, I respect Matt as an artist, but I do sometimes feel like he's checking out my girlfriend.
Jez's girlfriend is, I don't want to say like beyond him, but she's totally beyond him. She is fucking so hot. And I'm hoping that by the end of the show, she'll realize that Jez is a fuckwit, and she'll run into my arms. So I'm quietly confident about that.
Are they friendly? I don't think so. No, I don't think she even like she said that he's talented and that he's funny and that he's good looking and stuff. But like, no, I don't think they really talk that much.
I'll describe Jez's girlfriend. Large-breasted, massive breasts. Just real massive breasts, massive breasts. Just absolutely fucking massive breasts.
Like, it does sort of feel like he's like, because I'll ask him to move stuff and he won't. because he's not really with us on planet Earth.
Jez's girlfriend, just so tits, just so massive. Can't believe how massive those tits are. It's I don't even think I've seen the rest of her before. I mean, I've seen her, but I haven't like looked. Just because when you see Jez's girlfriend, it's just tits. That's all that really matters, really. I mean, there's probably nothing else to her if she's with him.
I don't know if you'd say Matt and I were friends.
Breasts, bouncing. I just want to fucking put my balls on those boobies. Bounce my balls on those bouncy boobies. Just bouncing. Just jubble the breasts.
I mean, Matt and I's relationship is definitely professional. I mean, that's how we communicate on a professional level. I mean, I'll try and get his attention, and then once I have it, we'll communicate really well. And you know, that's why our producer brought him into the show, because she's just like, you know, you and Matt will have a great dynamic. And I was thinking, you know, no, but he seemed like when we had our first meeting, he seemed real keen. Like he just came in with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and like, you know, we didn't make a lot of eye contact, but I could tell that if we actually talked to one another, like in the future, that we'd probably get along quite well.
I understand that at one point in Jez's career, he was showing some promise, so I can understand why him and her kind of got together.
Matt and I. So you're talking about a situation where Matt and myself would be in the same place at the same time. Like socially, is that what you mean? Like we would socially be in a place at the same time, he and I. No.
And I can see it. Like there was a time when Jez may have been on a upwards trajectory, but it's obviously not happening anymore.
Do you mean like at a function? Like we both got tickets to like the same function, and he was there and I was there, and would we say hello to each other?
Me and Jez working together. Yeah, I mean, it basically kind of depends on how much money I get out of this, because it would be a purely monetary relationship. Because I don't actually like Jez personally, but I mean, I do enjoy money because I can buy things with it. Better people to hang out with, maybe, than Jez, because he sucks a whole bunch.
I mean, yeah, Matt fucks on about how fucking many video views he's had on the internet. Like 1 million views in Japan is anything. Like, you know, I don't even speak English. Like, he's just there with his little head and he's all like, you know, fucking Brady Bunch, Matt, here I am, like, look at me. I'm like I'm also the cleaner and all of the children, and then he makes his little, like, does a little song. And I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, like that's big in Japan and parts of Europe and South America, but like it's not anything really. I mean, what has he done? Like, he's never really gone grassroots, has he? Like, he's never like got right out on the street with the comedians and like really like, I mean, he won Best New Performer in 2011, but you know, he's a lot of things. I respect him as an artist. He's got some talent.
Friendship's what it's all about, you know. Friendships, good times, shows, it all kind of works together.
I mean, yeah, he's had a lot of views on YouTube, like, I don't know, like 40, 50 million views. But I mean, what is that? Like, it's like nothing. I mean, like, if you compare that to like Moshi the cat or Flippy the dog or whatever the other kids are like into these days, like that kid that bites his friend or brother or whatever. Like, I mean, Matt's just like such a tiny drop in the ocean. I mean, like, I was reading some stats the other day about YouTube, and like, it's on the internet, and like, that's nothing. That's not even anything.
By the end of the show, she's going to be gone. She's going to be with me, basically, is how this is going to roll.
There's a big difference between someone seeing you on the internet or like being on a poster, you know? That's, I mean, like these people are like, hey, like that's me, eh? Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, it is. See, like it's a big deal. Like I'm the real thing, and like, you know, he's just like some like little Japanese kid who's like playing guitar in his bedroom, like saying, oh Matt Mulholland, like what is that? It's not anything. That's not fame or success. That's like I saw an interview with Matt, and he was like, oh, I made like $4. I'm like, $4? That's like, oh God. It's like, oh, it's so much money, Matt. Like, it's so much money. Like, keep going, bro.
The main reason people should come to the show is because I'm in it. Jez is in it too. It's less of a reason, but I'm definitely in it. So you should just come to the show and say, hey, maybe we can grab a beer after the show. I don't know. Multiple things we can do after the show.